Hey guys, it's Kelly here again and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my August bullet journal setup video. First off, let's take a quick look through my July spread, which was stars inspired or constellations inspired. It was a very simple theme and it was just black and white with some sparkly gel pens to accent some sparkles. So I really love how this July spread turned out. I do also love my August spread, so let's just jump right into it. So for my August spread, I wanted to do an Asian inspired spread or Japan inspired. As some of you may know, I am currently in the process of studying Japanese, which is really fun and I've been enjoying it so much. And I did an August spread, I think it was 2 years ago, that had this exact front page, cover page, and I will put a picture on the screen, but I did this in my old bullet journal and the rest of the spread is not in the least bit similar to this one. This is completely different, but I just wanted to recreate the cover page because I really loved the first time I did it. So on my cover page I have a setting sun and some silhouette bamboo sticks or whatever, and I also have my quote, which for this month I chose a Japanese proverb because I thought it would fit the theme. And that proverb was, "One who smiles rather than rages is always stronger." And I actually truly believe that. You won't see me put it in now, it will be sometime in the front of the video. In this spread I actually made a few mistakes, a lot of mistakes actually. I don't know what I was doing. I usually record late in the evening and edit during the day, but this time I don't know why, but I started recording early in the morning, and I guess I just hadn't woken up yet because my brain was just not focused, and I did quite a few mistakes, which you will see in a second. For starters, on the right side where I do my tiny calendar, I wrote out the Japanese kanji for August, which is Hachigatsu, and I wrote it out as kanji, and on the days of the week I did the exact same, and you will see on my big overview calendar I also wrote out the days of the week with Japanese kanji, and I thought that was really good practice for me to just remind myself of how I actually write out the kanji, because I've been struggling a little bit, and I think anyone who studies Japanese struggles with the kanji a little bit, but yeah. So this is where I made my first mistake, writing out the August, and I don't know why. I thought it was dry and I just smudged it with the eraser, and I guess that just happens, but oh well. And I have cut out a few pieces of the footage just because it's just monotonous, me just filling out leaves or drawing out stuff. It's same old, so I just cut it out to include the more interesting bits. You get the gist of it, I guess. So for this month, I did a few things that I did similar to all of my other months. For instance, my sleep tracker is the same. My habit tracker, actually no, my habit tracker is a bit different, and that is actually my favorite page. You will see that in a bit. But my other trackers are basically the same thing. I don't do too much different month to month. It's only that I set up the layout a bit differently, and I use, of course, different doodles and different just designs, but altogether I do the same thing because personally for me it works and I like doing it this way, and this is basically all I need. Once again, I'm going to mention, for those of you who are new or watching, this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, I don't do weekly spreads. I just don't find them useful for me personally, but you can do, you can recreate this theme and you can do a weekly spread or even a daily spread if you want, just using a few of the designs or just anything that is similar to the theme. You can make it your own, you can customize it, and yeah. For my overview of the month, I actually had no idea what to do. I only did this frame. I was going to do a whole scenery with the cherry blossoms, but I wanted to keep the theme just white, black, and accents of red. I didn't want any other colors, so I decided to go a bit simple. I do end up adding a few clouds, which you will see in the flip through, because I did that off camera. It was just missing a few things here on this page. It was kind of empty, so I just added a few clouds. And right here is where you will see me do another mistake, which like I said, I guess I hadn't woken up yet, but I tried to fix a few with my Posca pen and some whiteout, and it didn't really work, but you know, I tried. And these things happen. Like, we all make mistakes. We can't all be perfect all of the time, and I just decided to not care all that much. On my next page, I have my what is this? Okay, it's my trackers for my to-do list, my future log, the books I read, and the TV shows and movies that I saw. So for my books and TV shows, I actually wrote out the kanji for book, which is Han, on the top of the panel on the right, and on the bottom I have my terebi, which is TV, I think, in Japanese, and I wrote that out in Japanese again. So on the left, my to-do and my future log are kind of like a Japanese wall scroll. I've seen a few. We actually have one, but ours is Chinese here in my apartment, and I know that they are something, I guess, specific to Asian culture. Just these really beautiful scrolls that either hang on the wall or are, well, just scrolls that have a function. But this particular one is one that hangs on the wall, and I added a few drop shadows to everything, very dark, bold drop shadows, just so I can make things stand out, because I was going very, very minimalistic with this theme, and somehow it had these very bold colors, and yet it wasn't standing out as much as I wanted it to, so that's why I did that. On the next page, I have my habit tracker and my social media tracker, and for my social media, I did one of these Asian designs again, which is very simple. I liked the border with the ornaments on the each angle of the border. I forgot what it was called, but I really like this. This is, by the way, where I make my third mistake, which you'll see in a second. But yeah, like I said, my brain was not active at that time. And this is where I wrote out my social media tracker. And on the left side, I have a few lanterns, and these are supposed to be my habit trackers. And this is where each day I will fill out a line with the red marker and fill out the moods. That this is actually my mood tracker. I'm sorry, was I saying habit tracker all the time? This is my mood tracker. So I will fill out every day that I feel this particular mood, and the habit tracker is on the next page. I don't know why I got confused, but yeah, I really like this page. I love the little lanterns. I love how it turned out. I tried to do different designs. I messed up on a few places, but you know, only I know that, so it's fine. And it turned out really cool. I don't know how many of these are authentic and how much these particular designs are used, but I found some pictures online, and I just decided to keep it a little bit more funky and more interesting, and just do all different lantern designs. Yeah, so on the next page, we are finally at my habit tracker, and I decided to do two koi fish that are sort of like the yin and yang, and they are circling each other. So the one on the right, sorry, no, the one on the left, I made darker with some black and a little bit of red, and the one on the right I did lighter, and it's white with some red. And I love this page. This is actually my favorite page of this month's spread. I love the fishes. Turned out the koi fish are really easy to draw. You should definitely try to draw a koi fish. It's very relaxing, and it really is easy, and it's very swishy, and it's just really, really cute. I love even the colors and the way I use them. I just love how this page turned out. And on the sides of each fishy, I have these lines where I'm going to write out each day what habit I did. And for some more red accents on the day that I have a work shift, I will mark out the whole day with a red line. So I would have a bit more red as an accent. And also this incorporates my work shift tracker with my habit tracker, which I thought was cool. And it saved me another design to think of for my work tracker. But yeah, I tried to add just a little bit of color, not too much, but just enough to accent the fishies. And I think I'm gonna put this particular page on my thumbnail just because it's so pretty. I love it. I love looking at these fishies. And yeah, comment down below if you like this page or which page was your favorite, because this was personally my favorite. The next page is actually my last one, and it is my sleep tracker and my expense tracker and my brain dump. And for my sleep tracker, I did something that I always do. I just have a table in some sort of form, which in this case is another scroll. And I write down how many hours of sleep I got that day. And on the right, I have my expenses tracker, which is a simple table with just some red ornaments and some Japanese or like Asian ornaments on the sides. And on the part that I love for my brain dump, I actually did a lucky cat. And I don't know if you guys have seen those or if you're familiar, but I think it's a typically Japanese thing, and it was called, what was it called? A maneki neko, something like that. So this is a cat that typically brings good fortune and luck, and I just thought, why not draw it right underneath my expenses tracker? I could definitely use some more luck and good fortune around that area. So yeah, the bottom is just for my brain dump, and now we are on to the flip through. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like what you see and would like to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye bye.